It seems to be not related to the infamous January 6th insurrection or any number of the other legal imbroglios that the Trump and the former administration is involved in. This has to do with one specific thing, which is that he was incredibly careless with government records in the White House, including classified documents, and has been in this long-running, almost 18-month-long now, battle with the National Archives about recovering some of these. And the reports seem to suggest that this is what that raid was about. It was about having this classified government documents at Mar-a-Lago.
What reasons or evidence would be required for a raid like this to go ahead?
Karina, that is such an excellent question. And I can tell you there are so many jokes you almost want to make about this. We seem to be living in some crazy Netflix potboiler week-to-week dramatic series where some outrageous thing happens at the end of every episode. But this is really serious. This is a former president. The idea that they would serve a warrant and search the home of someone like him based on flimsy evidence, based on passing evidence or anything like that is ridiculous. Merrick Garland, the attorney general, is one of the most serious jurists in Washington. And so I think we can pretty much rely that there's some very, very good reason. And I actually have two theories about it. One is that you can conceivably say that, oh, someone said that maybe people are destroying documents or shredding them, and the government could have gone to a federal judge and say, look, we have evidence of a crime. We have to recover these. Another thing is that it could be that they've been delaying and delaying, and that a judge finally said, wait, these are classified documents that belong to the United States. Go get them. So there could be something as banal as that as well.
Yeah, so do you think we'll see the details of the warrant for the raid? Like, how transparent a process is this? Because there are those people, those Donald Trump supporters, who will say he was pursued over ties to Russia, which amounted to nothing.
Yeah, and we have to understand, just to be honest, all those Donald Trump supporters, they will say anything, they lie, they distort the facts, they're hypocritical, they have double standards for what he does and everything else. Seems to be a very simple matter. He gets many boxes of classified documents. His handling of classified documents is notoriously unprofessional and un-American, and I can kind of see that the weight finally probably came to get those documents out. This seems to be a very, very serious issue, again, because we have to go back to the thing. This is a former sitting president, and Donald Trump's administration broke all sorts of norms. The current administration, you may like it, you may not like it, but it's a very normal American administration, and the idea that something like this would be executed based on flimsy or no evidence, it seems to me pretty unlikely.
And this, of course, comes in the lead up to the midterm elections in November, which could see Republicans win control of the House. What concerns would the GOP have about action like this?
Well, they say they have all sorts of concerns, but that's just because they're parroting the Trump line, and they've all sort of bought in 100%. And all these people, from Kevin McCarthy, who's the putative new Speaker of the House, if indeed the Republicans do take back over that chamber, was particularly vociferous today. But of course, this is the way those people always have been. And I just don't think we should take them seriously. I think we should wait to see what exactly the issue is, why exactly the search warrant was issued. And one other point, my understanding, too, of things like search warrants, and this should be included in every story about this, is that it's just like in Australia. The investigators need to go to a federal judge and say, we have evidence of a crime, and it's in this place, and we need to get it now. Not tomorrow, not 3 months from now, not 3 months ago, but right now. So there actually are a number of things that combine to allow one of these, to these sorts of warrants. People refer to it as a raid. It's not a raid. It's a legally justified collection of evidence as okayed by a judge.